As we getting ready to celebrate, you all celebrating. I ain't celebrating nothing. I haven't celebrated that in over 20 years. Don't celebrate it because it's a joke. I thought the statement was racist when I heard it. I heard it from 1973 amongst the White brothers when the flag was raised and created. The white boys said that we noticed that there is no white in the flag. The blue on top represent the sky. The gold represent the sun in the Bahamas. The blue on the bottom of the flag represent the beauty of the water. The black represent the strength of the Bahamian people. But they purposely forgot to include the whites in the making of the flag because of the UBP government before Pinland took over. So the white people said the strength of the Bahamian flag is the white thread that is sewed all around the flag, that it was keeping the flag up. The white input is what's keeping the Bahamas up. And I thought about that. I said it's a bunch of racist white people. But I thought about it. And I think about it after Hurricane. If it wasn't for the white people, the white businessmen, the white foreigners that came in, that are still in Abaco, where would we be? So they were right on cue. How many black businessmen in Abaco that has helped us to get back to normal? How many black in the government that's come ashore? Darren Henfield, he's black. Hubert Minnis, he's purple, he's so black, weightless and good for nothing. Hubert Minnis, he's a piece of garbage, period. All of them from the F&M. Dames, the Aguilar, folks, all those boys, all those black guys that were ministers during the F&M reign. How many of them being here to help bury our deads, to mourn with us? Darren Henfield was up there. It's a sad moment. And he had to have his colleagues, his defense force and the police. You imagine coming to a funeral and Darren Henfield had to have the police to escort him on top of the memorial site, and the police had to escort him down. Darren never came down to greet his people after tragedy, after the worst storm in our life. And Darren stopped the people that wanted to go to check to see if there's truly people in this casket. We are mourning our loss. The people were not allowed to come and get near the casket. There was not one single person from the Progressive Liberal Party that was seeking to become government like they are today. Neither one of them came down. Brave, Chester, unbrave, unsafe, neither one of them give a hell. They are the government. 4 years later, it's like the tomb of the unknown. Nobody knows who were in those caskets. Nobody knows their names. And nobody knows how many people died after Hurricane Dorian, and they don't care. Abaco has went through a whirlwind. We had officially the worst hurricane in our life with Hurricane Dorian. Then when the people piled upon here to try to assist while the defense force and the police force was stealing our goods, locking us up off the street, then came COVID. Wow. It can't get no worse than that. And then we had the worst government in our life. 3 whammies. Hurricane Dorian, COVID-19, Hubert Minnis, and his sidekick Darren Henfield. They lasted longer than the hurricane. They were worse than the hurricane. And this is what I remember about 50 years of people that didn't build one single house. Darren and Minnis didn't build one single house. They didn't come to the neighborhood to check to see how we're doing. Fast forward. Brave Davis and Chester Cooper has not walked through. Brave Davis is officially to every party, everything that the Haitians is having. I was with Brave while I was campaigning for independence. Brave beside me in Dunderstan, and he promised the people in Dunderstan, one particular woman, I wouldn't call her name, but he promised her, he said, you will have the first house built after the PLP regained power. How could the Prime Minister lie to such a woman? She's still asking me, have you seen Brave? Have you heard from Brave? I say he down there by the Haitian flag racing party, him and Johnny Canoe, Frankie Florida, and that other jive turkey down there in Eleuthera. Brave is partying with them. Brave has not had an opportunity to walk the streets of Dundestown or Murphytown or Moores Island or Marshaba. He's more concerned of the Haitians being good. So I told the ladies in Dundestown, I cannot get a time to speak to Brave. Maybe I should tell him that I'm a Haitian, and maybe then Brave will come down, or maybe Frankie Florida will come in place now. Maybe Frankie Florida could have Brave to come down to walk through the new community in the back of Murphytown and Dundestown. And maybe after Frankie Florida and the rest of them gets the Prime Minister to come down, maybe Kai could sneak him away to let him know who are the real indigenous Abaconians, the people that didn't get any help from this government so far. We are still in the trailers. So far. A lot of people still don't have electricity. So far. People are still at foundation. And millions on top of millions. And I'm talking about billions of dollars is being collected on behalf of our suffering. But the government them thief it. And they continue to thief. And God don't like thief because he said thou shalt not steal. But they are so interested in thieving from us so much that they got $64 million earmarked for consultant fee. Boy, John and Kirk, if y'all sign on for that $64 million, I didn't even want to see y'all in my sight. But when I see y'all, what I'm going to tell y'all, you wouldn't be able to sleep for months. How could you dare sign off on $64 million for consultant fee for them to put in their bank book overseas, and not $1 has been earmarked for the government complex where it brought in $160 million annually. I'm just beginning to talk, because what is there to celebrate? They got us like a bunch of monkeys, just a bunch of monkeys in uniform, while the politicians thief all of our assets. And what they don't thief, they give it to the foreign man to bring their people in to treat us like a bunch of slaves. Nothing has happened for the black man in the Bahamas since 50 years. Only thing that's happened is we have had black leadership. And I told you, black on black racism is the worst racism in the world. The blacks beating down the necks of the blacks, and they thieving from the top. They ain't got no respect for their integrity, because all of them is a bunch of thief that's riding around with blue plates. But look at Darren Henfield and the rest of them. That's where y'all will be as soon as the election is called. Bahamians is tired. It's not even worth it to go to the poll anymore. because everybody become a professional thief. That is what we could celebrate for 50 years. Thank God for the white thread that's trying to stop the blacks from thieving as the elected official in the Bahamas. In Jesus Christ's almighty name, y'all members of parliament, y'all black brothers, stop thieving. We had one white one there called Brent Simonet. He ain't no different. He did the same damn thing. That's why God is not pleased and cannot bless this country, because too much professional thieves in the House of Assembly where you're supposed to have honor, but they leave their honor at the door. Kai case. Y'all stop thieving, man. Happy independence. Y'all bunch of thieves.